Thank you for tuning in to I've Got Favor, where it's your time to shine with your host, Prophetess T. Hey everybody, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are on God's green earth. I want to thank you for tuning in to I've Got Favor, where it's your time to shine with me, your hostess, Prophetess T. Guys, I need y'all to do something real quick. At the bottom of your screen is a share button. I'm going to need you to hit that as soon as you come on in. And if you got any questions, make sure you post them because we are about to get into that good tea, y'all. I have got a wonderful lady here that I want to introduce to you guys. Let me give y'all a little history on the sister before we get into it. Y'all bear with me because, I got to jump in and out of my glasses. I'm kind of mature now. My eyes are. So we're talking about a playwright, mother, grandmother, sister, and wife, a young lady who was recently in Key West, Florida, but she relocated back to her hometown in Winston-Salem in North Carolina to be closer to her family and to have their support. Lord, everything and everybody's mamas want to pop up on my screen. Ain't that about our man? So, Miss Lizz Goins Turner is who we're talking about, you guys. Liz, you have got an amazing bio. I didn't even know half of this stuff from the last time I talked to you. Guys, I mean, she is an activist for domestic violence awareness and the founder of the Not Looking Back Foundation. She's traveled from Jacksonville, Florida, to Tallahassee multiple times to speak with the State House and the Senate House about issues surrounding domestic violence. You guys, she also formed a charity group in Key West. And on Memorial Day weekend 2016, she spearheaded a project and fed over 120 homeless people a full dinner. And then she turned around and supplied toiletry items at a local shelter. Liz has been writing plays and directing for over 12 years. Guys, she has got a plethora of stage plays surrounding real life situations such as My Brother, My Sister, Every Eye That's Closed Ain't Sleep. I seen that one. It was awesome. Slender versus Truth, and It Won't Happen Again. And the hot one that everybody's waiting for, Sister-in-Law from Hell. I had one of those because let me testify, but let me keep going. She also has a film titled Room 1103, which was released February 09, 2017. She has toured throughout the Midwest and Southeast Coast with some of her productions with her husband by her side. She is the CEO and founder of Dominique Productions, which she started back in September of 2010, as well as the founder of the Official Playwrights Awards Gala, which honors and recognizes individual in the stage play, web series, and film industry. This event has been held annually in various states such as North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Texas, New York, and Florida. She is also, as if she don't have enough tentacles out there, in the medical field, has been in it for 28 years, and is currently the director of a memory care community. And Liz's motto is define and believe in yourself without sweating the small stuff or the small people, because at the end of the day, neither matters. So, Liz, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
We are
Thank
so
you.
excited to have you. And guys, let me tell you something about this lady. Look at her. This sister is fine as cherry wine. Now, to look at her, you would not think anything is going wrong in her life, right? I've read you this amazing bio, which shows you that God has poured some things into her and has blessed her in abundance. But sister has a testimony. I mean, not just one. I'm sure she's got a plethora of testimonies that the enemy has tried to steal, kill, and destroy. made her turn her back on God, but God, she's still prevailing. She's still excelling. She's still the head and not the tail. So I am so excited to start talking to you guys about Miss Liz, her journey through her life up until, what she's got coming up in January. So Liz, let's get into this good tea. Won't you tell the people a little bit about you that wasn't in this bio?
Oh God, I don't even know where to start. Like I said, my life is just whew. It ain't no joke. Let's put it that way. Just turned 50 on Halloween.
Happy
So
birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Okay. Nobody wants to hear that song.
um, but yeah, but we're actually gonna celebrate it tomorrow.
All right.
I waited to do my celebration um on tomorrow for the simple fact that yesterday was my mom's birthday, which I lost my mom back in '98. And her birthday, if she was still alive, she would turn 92 on yesterday.
Wow.
So I'm celebrating um various things. My birthday, her birthday, and along with some things that I can't do nothing but thank God for bringing me through.
All right. You've got a testimony. You care to kind of sharing what's going on with you with the people?
Oh yeah. So let's see. We're gonna start. Okay, we're gonna start with what I went through on and still going through, but what began on last year, September 1st. I was at work. Well, prior to that, I was in Florida. Went on a trip with my husband and one of my grandsons, and was in Orlando. Had a ball, had a good time. I drove down there, drove half the way back. No problems, had a good time. It was on a Sunday. And then went to work that next day. And I mean, I felt okay. It was the norm, nothing out of the ordinary. I didn't feel any type of way. I'm just ready to go to work. Let's do what I do best. Go in here and take care of my peoples like I was born to do. Anyway, I all of a sudden I started feeling a little tired. So I told one of my staff members, I was like, I'm getting ready to go in my office. Um, relax a little bit because I do have a conference call that I do have to be on in a little bit. So I'm gonna go chill out, get ready for this conference call. So this was like around 11 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it got closer and closer to shift change, which was around, I want to say, what, 3 o'clock or whatever. And my daughter was working at the facility with me at the time. And this is what I'm being told, that she was knocking on the door, trying to get in the office because she got a little worried about me because it's like I disappeared for a little while. And that's not like me, because if you knock on my door, my office door, which was closed. If you knock on my door, I'm gonna open it. Or I'm gonna yell, I'm busy, leave me alone. Okay, so I didn't do neither one. She called my phone, I didn't answer my phone either. Um, Come to find out, when they finally did get into my office and open the door, I was slumped over my desk, clammy skin. I was lethargic. I was unconscious for a while. I was like in and out, in and out.
Wow.
I don't remember any of that. I don't. This is what I'm being told.
My goodness.
Um, I remember driving to work and then waking up at the hospital.
Jesus.
That's it. I don't remember them removing me from my office. He said the paramedics wheeled me out on a stretcher, put me in the back of an ambulance. I don't recall any of that.
My goodness.
I woke up, I'm in the hospital. And I was told that, okay, I'm at Baptist Hospital. So I'm thinking, all right, I'm at Baptist Hospital. I'm thinking here in Winston-Salem, but no, it was the Baptist Hospital in High Point. So, I mean, this was like, really a day later
My
that,
goodness.
I went through all this. My whole entire left side, um, I really had no movement. Come to find out, I had a stroke.
Oh my goodness.
And the stroke was, I, I was under a lot of stress, work related stress,
Mm.
working like 18, 20 hours a day and like nonstop every day, just going at it, going, and not really paying attention to my health. Yeah, I've
Mhm.
been having little headaches or whatever, but I'm like, oh well, high blood pressure, been had that for years. Who don't have high blood pressure? Anyway, so I'm just like, this is a part of life, part of my
Mhm.
life that I just deal with, and not thinking that I was actually sicker than I thought, to, coming from Orlando, Florida, going to work, and then wake up in the hospital to be told that you had a stroke.
My goodness.
Not only that, I also suffer from a, they call it's a terminal brain disease called CADASIL, which I have lesions on my brain right now. And the doctors and the experts say that eventually I will develop dementia and Alzheimer's.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so this is, I'm getting hit with all of this all at once. And mind you, this was back in September of last year. Um, upon my release, I went to stay with my sister, Bobby, my oldest sister,
Uh-huh.
to go stay with her so that her and my husband can help with my recovery. And I had physical therapy, occupational therapy was coming to the house almost every day of the week, to help me regain my strength. Um, I've, went up under so many tests, CAT scans, MRIs, you name it. I've been through it. Me and my neurologist are on a first name basis now because, she's seen the inside of my brain so much, she knows me. But I still, even with that, I felt like, I at times, there were moments where I just wanted to just say, you know what, God, just take me.
Mhm.
I don't want to go through dementia. I mean, I work in the healthcare field, been doing it for 28 years. I see what dementia and Alzheimer's look like. I know what they're dealing with. I know what they're going through.
Mhm.
I don't want that. I don't want that. So I'm like, God, just take me, just put me out of my misery. Just take me. Um, and like I said, I had given up. I didn't want to do anything. And it was a few months later, I got to the point where I was like, you know what? I got to get back home. I got to get back to work. I got to get back out here and do what I do. Um, didn't want to do any more stage plays or movies or anything like that, or my awards gala. I was like, I had threw all that away. So I thought, but God had other plans. I had people pushing me and telling me, when are you going to get back to writing? When are you going to do another play? When are you going to do your awards gala again? I'm like, I'm not. And, nobody can make me do it. I'm not going to do it. I was adamant about it. I wasn't going to do it. I'm like, I'm not. Well, here we are. You know, all that has changed. You know, like I
Look
said,
at God.
and people look at me now and they're like, you went through all of that at the time I was 48 and about to turn 49 at that time when I went through the stroke and then to find out that I have this terrible brain disease that you know that one day I'm just going to get to the point to where I develop Alzheimer's. But then again, once I think about it, if I get Alzheimer's and dementia, I can forget some stuff. And that might be a good thing. That might be a blessing to forget some stuff. I remember my childhood, but I won't remember a lot of the drama and stuff that I went through in life.
Mm.
So it might be a good thing, T. What I mean,
Only you, sis. And that's for real. Like I said, we were so excited. You guys, I had met Liz, I think it was a few years ago. She had brought her play Every Eye That's Closed Ain't Every
ain't
Eye That's
sleep.
Open. Oh, what? Every Eye That's Closed
Every
Ain't
eye that's
Sleep.
closed ain't sleep.
She brought that play here. It was really, really good. It's actually the second play that I've seen. And I actually remember yours, so it must have been really good. And she
Yes.
was actually my first guest as well when I started podcasting.
Hmm.
And I jacked that one up, you guys.
You were so
I
nervous.
15 seconds or 15 minutes is all I had to do with her. You guys, check this out. I didn't hit record. She was so patient and so wonderful with me, and I forgot to record the whole friggin' thing. I was so embarrassed. I told Danny about it, and he's like, "Well, call her. Maybe." I was like, "No, I'm too embarrassed."
Oh my God.
But
That's
the
all right. We had a
play,
good time talking.
yeah, we did. The play was really, really good, and she had so much fire in her because you were getting ready to do some great things. From that standpoint on, when you had left here, we were so excited about,
Hmm.
partnering with you and doing some things as well.
Hmm.
So now this is where I get into the questions because, everybody expects because we, say we're Christians that, and that we have faith and we believe in God. They don't ever think we have moments where we do say, like what you said, God, forget it. I don't want to go through this. I don't want to carry this. Um, how was it? Because I can only imagine for you with your family because you not only were going through, but your son as well
Hmm.
had
Hmm.
something just out of the blue
Yes.
that y'all weren't expecting. How do you
Hmm.
how do you get to this point? Because now you're smiling.
Right. Exactly. Um, I'm like, there's a reason for all this. And that reason is, what I'm doing right now, sharing my testimony. Like I said, my son, he, was all the way in Florida. I was here in North Carolina. He was having seizures. He's, has a massive lesions on his brain. And here I am, like over 400 miles from my baby. And I'm like, you know what? Something has got to give. And we went down there and we brought him home. And since he's been home, up under mama care, he's been fine.
Because can't
He's
nobody
doing
do it
his
like
thing
mama.
now in the music industry. He's acting. He's doing his thing. So he has his own testimony. And, I'm happy. I'm so proud of him because, we both, we're kind of dealing with, some similar things. But, God kept me here to be able to show the world that, all hope ain't gone. It's not. Even, like I said, I'm laying there in that hospital, or once I got out the hospital and I was laying in bed at my sister's house, or laying at home, just ready to give it all up, just throw it all away, and just said, you know what, I just don't even care no more. But that that wasn't the case. It
God said
wasn't the
no.
case.
It's not your
When I
time.
thought I knew, I thought I thought that, I had it all figured out, done enough stage plays, done a movie, done everything that I need to do in this world. So, it's over. Everything's going to be cut short. So I thought.
So
But
here we are now. And I am
yes.
so excited, you guys. This woman is a phenomenal writer. And I mean that. If you get to go and check out her new project that's going to drop January the 7th, which we're going to
Mm,
shift into talking about now.
mm.
You've got to get there. And I pray that, God gives you extension so that you can hit every state, you know. So come on. The
Whew.
sister-in-law from hell. God, that's a
Honey,
title right there, right there.
I'm telling you, and it's based on a true story too. There ain't no lies about it. It's. I'm telling you, I have a sister-in-law from hell. She is. That's exactly where she's from. I mean, that's Satan's cousin. I'm telling you, she is. And if she's tuning in, then she knows it. Yeah, this ain't nothing new. She knows it. She knows it. She knows what she is. And I mean, I wrote about her. So, and that's what I do when I have things on my mind like that. I mean, I gotta write. So, you know, she just, like an open book and left herself open for this one. So
Should know better than to be around a writer, right?
I'm trying to tell you, I try to tell people, you upset somebody that's writing, they're a writer and will write about pretty much anything, real life situations. Why are you gonna mess? Why are you gonna mess with me? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. My husband and I have been together all these years. Get over it. I ain't going
So
nowhere.
I noticed something. You're so funny. When you were starting to put up, information about the play, you said that this. I read it as what I seen when you left your message on your Facebook page was that I'm going to leave it all on the stage. So basically, it's
Mhm.
almost as if you're saying my deliverance from this burden of this person or what this person's perception of me or whatever it is. Once this hits the stage, that's it.
That's it. That's it, And I'm dropping the mic on her. I said what I said. This is it. I'm done with it.
So that's kind of good. I think is that a way that you look at kind of keeps you from getting, to a dark place or falling
Mhm.
away is now having this.
Mhm. Yep, it is. So, I'm like, in the play, it has some drama. It has some laughter in the play, but it also has some serious moments in there as well. To be honest with you, I learned some things about her by dealing with her. It's a mental thing. So this play it really really focuses on mental health. I was told by a playwright that mentored me for a while, and he told me to when you write a play, make sure that it has a purpose. Anybody can do a play, but make sure it has a purpose, it has a story, it has a meaning. So this right here, sister-in-law from hell, is going to not just putting her out there on blast for some of the dumb stuff that she's done over the past years, but it lets you know that there's a real reason why people are messy these days. There's a reason why. And a lot of it has to do with mental illness.
How about that? So what made you decide for your comeback to choose that topic? I mean, because I'm quite sure you got like a plethora of stuff that you have
Right.
studied on the shelf.
Well, that one actually, I wrote it back in 2017. And we showcased it in 2017, but it was only about maybe 30 minutes of the production. So it wasn't the full production then. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna come out swinging from all this mess I done been through. I'm gonna come out swinging, and we love drama. So I'm going through my plays, and I'm like, okay, which one can I do that has so much drama in it? And I'm like, okay, sister-in-law from hell. I haven't done it yet, so let's come out swinging. I got my gloves on. I'm ready. So this is my way of getting in that ring the boxing ring and just go for what I know.
And I think we all can, well, the majority of us can say we can relate. Now, this marriage, this being my second, I don't have that. I actually have the most wonderful in-laws. I have a baby sister I never wanted. I tell her that all the time, but I say that in jest. I love her. She's really good people.
You're
Nobody
blessed.
tell her that ever. Don't ever tell her I said. But she's good people. And I loved my in-laws.
Oh
But I
my
think a lot of
goodness.
people can relate, even if it isn't your sister-in-law, just having
Yeah.
somebody that wants to get and be messy in your marriage or your relationship.
Hmm.
So now I see you started putting up some of the people. Tell us about how you went about the process of choosing who your actors and actresses were going to be.
Okay. Well, Shantae Jackson, she's out of San Antonio, Texas. Shantae has worked with me in the past. She was also in the play Everybody's Clothes Ain't Sleep when
I
we brought
remember
it
her.
up
Yeah.
there. Um,
I would have showed
but
y'all her pictures, but
she
guys, I'm the one running everything today, and y'all don't want me to send y'all somewhere. So Danny was like, just do one thing, push a button and don't touch those. I can't show you her pictures. Just scroll down my screen and see the other reel. You'll see
oh my goodness. I'm
other.
telling you. But yeah, but Shantae is a phenomenal actress, beautiful person inside and out. And she I mean, she's a natural. She is a natural. She like to joke around and play with you, you know. And some people take her serious sometimes, and I'm like, you know
Mhm.
what? You just can't take her serious. So I just knew, I felt it. I'm like, I know this girl can bring this dizzy broad out. So, so I mean, she is dizzy, but Shantae is really, really brought this role out. You know, even when we have like a group chat, and in the group chat, you know, she's not Shantae. Even in our
Mhm.
group chats, she's not Shantae. She's Jackie
Oh,
because that's her name in the production. But like I said, she all of my cast is located from right here in North Carolina, except for
okay.
her. She's the only one that's out of state. And I can't wait to get her here. So like I said, she's just, you know, she's just gonna in the play. I mean, even when I wrote the script and I read it, I wanted to fight her. And I wrote it, you know, I'm like, oh my God, because I could see her. It's like I could envision her doing, you know, the dialogue. I could just see her doing it. So I know, you know, if I wrote it and I feel that way, so I know the audience is going to feel the same way.
They're gonna want to get him fighters.
Oh my God. Yeah, I wanted to fight her. And then I had to think about it. I'm like, oh, you wrote it. You the one wrote the thing. Then when she read the script, she got upset with herself, you know. And then her brother in the play, which okay, so it's like, you know, so she's playing the crazy sister-in-law from hell, and then her brother, which is portraying my husband in the play, he's his name in the play is Travis. But that's Michael Ross. Michael is from me and Michael, we go way, way, way back. Many, many years. Phenomenal actor as well. He was in what was it? It was a movie that was on HBO, IMAX. Oh my goodness. I want to say was it Kimmy or Kim? Anyway, he was in that movie.
Okay.
And he's worked with me before. So, you know, I already know what he brings to the table. When we did the snippet of it, showcased it back in 2017, he played the role of Travis then.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm like, you know what? I can't change that. I don't want another Travis. I gotta have him to play this role. And he was ready to do it. So picked up the script and he's running away with it. He and Shantae work well together.
That's
They do.
awesome.
They work well together. And my daughter is in the play. She is the she's the sister, the little sister of the wife. So she's the little sister that's like, you want me to just go ahead and just, you want me to just go ahead and just kill her, get rid of this nut. You want me to, I can handle this for you. All you gotta do is say the word, I'll handle it for you. The crazy little sister that doesn't want to see her sister and her husband just go through so much HELL with this lunatic. So she, brings that role out, and she was also in the when we did the showcase. She played that role and played it very, very well. Um, my
I
son,
forgot she acted. You know,
yeah,
very
because she
son, both
was
your
in.
kids. Yeah.
Yeah, my son. Remember, he performed.
Yes, I did. He's got some
He
skills, y'all.
performed. He has
Yeah.
no bones.
Yes,
He
he
has
got
no
some
bones.
skills. Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, and then
I can't do it, but
but
anyways, you know.
but I know I don't know where he got that from. I don't. It wasn't from me. He didn't get none of that from me. So I'm stiff as a board. Like I said, he has no bones. And then my daughter, like I said, she's in there as the crazy lunatic little sister that's ready to just shoot anybody on sight. Okay, somebody messing with you, hold on,
Lord.
let me handle this. But my daughter, she's a phenomenal actress, and she's into modeling and makeup and all that stuff, so she has her little thing going on too. um let's see, who else do I have? Okay, also, I'm doing my casting call tomorrow because I have some spots that I need filled right now.
Mhm.
So my casting call is tomorrow. Um,
This is
because
for
I
y'all
need
that's in
somebody.
the North Carolina area in the city of
Winston
say.
Salem.
So if you are an actor or an actress, aspiring actor or actress, listen, y'all want to get a pen and paper and write this down, Miss Liz.
Yeah, because I really, really need. Like I said, the casting call is tomorrow, and it's going to be from 11 to 2. Um, it's at the Baker Business Center, and oh my goodness, where is it? Okay. 3445 Robin Hood Road. And, I'm going to be there from 11 to 2. I actually just need two. I need a male and I need a female. Um, so I can complete my cast. But I know it's going to happen. I'm
Mhm.
not even the least bit worried about it. Um, I'm excited. I really am.
Oh
I am
my
so
goodness.
excited
I am
about this.
so glad you're back
And
into
we are going to
doing
record it. It will be recorded.
it. Awesome.
Um, and like I said, I do want to, I really want to tour this play. I really want to tour it because, like I said, mental health, since the pandemic, the mental health statuses has risen. It's increased a lot and even more. A lot of people lost a lot of things during the pandemic,
I think some of us
and
even discovered we didn't like ourselves. We were
exactly because we're stuck in the house. Oh my god! I'm like,
so
okay,
either you got divorced or you were making babies.
I know this, right? It was hard. It was hard.
Yeah,
But yeah, but like, when after we did the play in Kentucky, and then a month later is when COVID presented itself.
yeah.
It's like the
That's
world
true.
shut down after we left Kentucky. So I'm
Mhm.
like, you gotta be, you gotta be playing. But like I said, I'm excited. You know, I'm just gonna say it. I've been through hell, but I'm coming out now with my gloves on and I'm swinging.
Amen. And like I said, I am so excited, guys. You heard Miss Liz's testimony. They have given her. They're trying to give her the claims of dementia or Alzheimer's hitting her, but we're declaring the word of God over her life. And I don't believe God has kept you this long just to let that take you out. And no matter what, we know all things work for our good. Everything, even though we don't like the process we have to go through. And I do believe, like you said, this is an opportunity for even what you're going through, anything that you're holding on to in regards to her, you can let go. And you yourself became educated behind why her demeanor was the way it was. And I think
Mhm.
that's excellent thing to bring out, is that sometimes we have to realize there is a lot of mental illness issues going on, or trauma and things that happen to people that make them respond to certain things, or they take you,
Right.
they don't see you, they see the
Mm-mm.
person that took them through it originally,
Mhm.
standing there before them. And sometimes we get friendly fire out of that, they, it's not us that really it was aimed for, but we get hit
Mhm.
just because we're in the area of that person when they
Right.
decide to have a meltdown. I know
Right.
my children are even discovering that. I did not know that bipolar ran in my family until like
Mhm.
right before my mother. My mother passed when COVID first hit. Um,
Mhm.
and I did not know that that was something that was genetic. So, in
Yeah.
saying that, with you, the lesions that are on your brain, you said your son also has those too.
Yeah, but his is different. His is a different type. His is not fatal,
So, I
like
mean,
mine.
that-
And it's a genetic
it
thing.
is. So, I was going to
Mhm.
ask you: is there somebody, some history in your family?
Yeah,
Um,
it is a genetic thing. Like right now, my children do need to be tested to see if they also have calcium. They haven't been tested yet. And it's a very, very rare disease. I had never even heard of it. Never heard of calcium in my life. I'm like, what? Um, but what it does is just it eats up your brain. And I'm not even gonna lie, yeah, I've been joking about it and I joke about it, sometimes. And that's one of the ways that I deal with my pain at times, is to joke about it. But I could be writing something sometimes and I'll forget in mid sentence of what I was gonna write. Or I remember the other day I was filling out some papers and I had to ask my daughter for some information about something that I should have knew, I'm like, I couldn't remember my street that I lived on. And this was just about a month ago. I couldn't remember my street. It was just, so it's little things right now that I am going through. And I do notice and I pick up, I'm asking the same question sometimes, multiple times. So I don't know if my family noticed it or not, and they probably do, but they haven't said anything to me, have mentioned it to me. But um, there are little things that I notice myself of some changes. So I do have an appointment coming up on the 15th of this month to discuss some things with my neurologist um, to see what we can do.
I was gonna say I forgot the name. I had seen a movie, and I don't know if the movie's based off of a true story, but who was the character? Uh, oh, I can't think of who. uh Tom Hanks, was it Tom Hanks? Yes, I think it was Tom Hanks. And
Hmm.
basically he had started going through, or he knew he was going to have dementia.
Yeah,
Did you see
I
that?
know exactly what you're talking about. I remember that movie.
So they went through a process to prepare him for it, because he didn't tell
Mhm.
nobody. He was actually into movies and comedy skits, I think.
Mhm.
And the staff,
Mhm.
none of them knew what he was going through,
What he was going through.
and he was going through, but they
Mhm.
got him into some rituals, like going to work, taking the same path.
Mhm.
And when he got distracted or deterred, that would throw him into an episode.
Mhm.
So my question for you is this something that maybe you and your family are preparing for as well as like just in case? Or you guys, have y'all guys sat down and, I mean, you care
Well,
talking about
we
it?
haven't, but what I did do, like my family's not humongous. I have nieces and nephews that I don't get to see that often. That are right here in Winston Salem. I don't get to see them that much. They have their own lives. They have families, and they work. They run businesses on their own. So I posted on Facebook one day. I was like, it would be nice to have my nieces and nephews at my birthday gathering. I'm not calling it a party. It's just a celebration gathering. And it just surprised me and just warmed my heart that all of them were, commented, or they called me or text me and said, I'll be there.
Oh,
Um, Even though, like I said, yes, it's a celebration, but that's going to give me um the time that I need to be able to speak with everybody that are there. And this is tomorrow.
mm-hmm.
Everybody that's there. For me, this is going to give me the opportunity to talk with them about, hey, look, this is they know what I'm going through, but they don't know what I'm going through on a day-to-day basis. I don't even tell my husband everything, that I'm experiencing. I hide it. But I got to stop doing that. I really do. It's time to just go ahead and just, I gotta let it be known, you know, what everything that I'm going through right now, what I want, you know, if it does get to the point where, I start, forgetting, even more. Like I said, I'm starting to notice things now. So that's just giving me the cue to say, okay, you may need to go ahead and get some things in order.
Amen.
Like the old folks say, you gotta get your house in order. Okay, yeah, it's time for me to get some things in order. Um, but like I said, I'm not gonna go out without fighting. I'm not.
And we
I
don't
am
expect
not gonna do it.
We don't expect you not to, sis. The kingdom suffer violent, and the violent taketh it by force. So you go on out and fight. And guys, I want to make sure that if you're interested in attending the play, that you are able to get to the right place because you can actually start purchasing tickets now, right?
Yep.
So can you give them the information where they can go to get tickets?
Yeah, you can. You know, anytime you go on my Facebook page, or if you go on Google and put in Haynes Brand Theater, which is at 209 Spruce Street, downtown Winston Salem. The box office, you can purchase tickets there. At the box office, I think you can go there in person, you can call them, or you can go online. If you just put in Sister in Law from Hell, the stage play, it's going to come up because I don't think nobody else has wrote a stage play of that at that name. I own the rights to this one, so
Amen.
this is mine. But if you just put in Sister in Law from Hell, and by Lizz Goins Turner, everything is going to come up.
And
Um,
when Danny gets back, I'll have him come back and put it in the comments. So the link for the event page on Facebook, we'll put it down in the comments. So if any of you that
Thank
are on now
you.
want to come back, and it's also on my page. If you scroll down my page, the link,
Hmm.
you can go exactly to it. Say you're interested. It'll give you all the information. It premieres January 7th, correct?
Yes,
In
yes, yes.
Salem,
In
Winston-Salem,
Winston-Salem,
at
North
the
Carolina, at the Haynes Brand Theater.
and I know you're going to have an amazing turnout. Like I said, Danny and I we're praying that we're able to maneuver some things that perhaps we can be there. for your opening night. I would truly love to see you
Yes.
again and to hug
Yes.
you and apologize again for the first time when I met you and I messed up. All right.
It's okay. It's okay. Like I said, we had a good time talking.
Yes,
So,
ma'am, we did.
and I needed that. I needed that moment to sit down and chit chat with someone because people don't know what all goes on behind the scene when you're doing these stage productions. It's a lot. You know, the audience just see the finished product. They don't see what goes on behind that curtain. You know, it's a lot.
So, are you doing music in this one too? Are you going to have singing in this one
Hmm.
as well?
Oh
Oh.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So she's got,
Oh
and I
yeah.
know that the young lady that's playing the sister from hell, she's got some vocals on her. Oh
Hmm.
yeah. So yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And I also I added a little twist to it, and my cast don't even know yet. They gonna like, well, I guess if they watching now, they finding out now. But anyway, I added a little twist to it. I've added a auntie
Uh-oh.
to the cast, and the person that's playing that role, her name is Rochelle. Me and Rochelle go back to, oh God, back in the days when he had to be made to go to church. So we go back that far. So she in my movie Room 1103, she
Hmm.
sang at the in the funeral scene in that movie. She sang there, and when I say that girl can blow.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh. And oh yeah, and I have to mention her nephew. Her nephew is hosting it. His name is Jason Tuttle. I don't even know what words to use to describe him. No filter, put it that way. He has no filter. Jason has no filter.
I have those days.
Oh God, he has them every day. But but yes. But yeah, and then I have a band that's going to be doing all of the music.
All right. Original, you're doing
Yeah,
original music.
yes. And the my music director is Reggie. I can't say Reginald because I get in trouble. I have to call him Reggie. Reggie Strickland. He's also here in North Carolina. He's in Statesville. So he's my MD. Because when it comes down to music, I know nothing. I stay out of the way when it comes down to the music. If it sounds good to me, then I'm good with that. But yeah, I when I do my production, I don't like to use soundtracks.
Uh-huh.
I have to have a band, that real live music. I don't
Put you right
been
there.
there, done that.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am. Yeah, put you right there in the mood, in the minute, in
yes,
the moment. So
yes.
yeah,
So
I'm.
I'm excited,
Are
about
you playing a
that.
part in this? I know you
Oh
can't get
no,
on.
no,
No,
mm-mm.
I
Not
thought.
in this one. I know I played my mama in Everybody's Clothes Ain't Sleep because I won't let nobody play that role but me. But no, in this one, I'm staying behind those curtains on this one right here. I don't like to act. That's too much work. That's too much work. It
That's
is. That's a
funny.
lot of work. But when I did that role for Every Eyes Closed Ain't Sleep, that wasn't even scripted, that part. That's just I just go out there and do my thing, say what I say, talk a little junk and exit. That's all. But when they come down to memorizing lines and all that stuff, not for me. I can't handle it.
I
I
always
can't.
wonder if I want like when I was in high school, but I had no self esteem. But I wanted to join the thespians because I
Mm-hmm.
now being older and healed, delivered, and set free. I don't care what you think of me because you don't talk about me no matter what. So
Right.
if you don't
Right.
talk about me, I'm gonna make sure I get the last laugh on whatever it
Exactly.
is. So now I don't
Exactly.
care. So I always wonder if I would if I ever will get into doing something like that because I mean it's taken a lot just to do this,
Mm-hmm.
which is still a lot easier because my audience isn't looking right at me in the face
Right.
like
Right.
the red carpet I did this past weekend that freaked me out. That was like the first
Did
time
it.
I didn't know what
But
I was
I
going to
watched
say.
some of it. You did it. You
Well, to
did
God
that.
be the glory. I picked my face up quite several times. A couple of the actors from Tyler Perry's The Oval Office was coming
Mm-hmm.
down to there, and I was like, "Hey, hi, how you doing? And what are you here for?" And they was like, "Oh, just for." I was like, "Nah, you looking too saucy. What's the deal?" Oh, I just play this little role on, though. Okay, face. Okay, it's nice talking to you. Bye. Move next. So, yeah, I was
But you
nervous.
look so comfortable doing it.
It's
Like
because
you did the first time when we did it, when we talked.
I
And I
get
mean,
nervous and I have the gift to gab. So it's nervous adrenaline. When I start, it's nervous adrenaline. It's like you
oh
said,
my goodness.
some comedians crack jokes and stuff. When I get
Mm-hmm.
nervous or insecure or whatever, I start talking too much.
Mm-hmm.
Too
But
much.
yeah, but acting is a lot of work. And then me, I'm not an actor. I'm not an actress. I like to stay behind the
Well,
scenes.
you did a good job in what I see you did.
Uh, but thank you. But I'd rather stay behind the scenes, and I push the actors and actresses out there. That's what I'd rather do. I'd rather, them to shine, the spotlight on them. At the end of the play, I come out there, do my speech, and I go home.
So,
That's
how many
that's it.
nights is this going to be shown? Is it just for that one night, or are
Just
you
one
going
night.
to? Oh, wow!
Just one
You're
night.
just teasing the folks.
That's right. And then I'm also gonna say this too. At the end, it's gonna have the audience like, okay, what happened? And so that means, okay, part two comes out, they're gonna want to see it.
That's
It's a
awesome.
cliffhanger. I'm just gonna let them know now. It is a cliffhanger. They're gonna want to know. All right, what really is happening? What really happened to her? What happened to him? It's
Good. Then you can just bring it, the second part to Kentucky.
I sure
So we can see it
can.
here. We'd love to
I
have you
sure
back.
can. I would love to.
We'll have to
I
see you.
would. I would love to. Kentucky showed me so much love. They
We
did. Sure. I
appreciate
mean,
you.
I'm telling you, all showed me so much love. I mean, like I said, the theater was packed. I mean,
We were excited. So,
it
yeah.
really was. And I have to admit, and I have to put out, I give credit when credit is due. Kevin Russell did his thing, with directing the play and, putting all that stuff out there. I mean, he did a lot of work. He did a lot of work. And, like I said, I give credit where credit is due.
Amen. That's
No,
good.
I didn't know much about. Well, I didn't know really nothing about Kentucky. So, but
I
y'all welcomed
still
us with
know
open
nothing.
arms. Yeah.
Well, we truly love you and would love to have you back. And Liz, I just want to say this: you inspire me. If not anybody else, you've done something to change something within me. And like I said, to see you not wear your illness as a badge or as a heavy cloak is wonderful. It's that even though God, you're showing what it means to say, no matter what, I'm going to praise you. And you
Mm-hmm.
live your life. You're not dead. So why
Mm-mm.
live dead? Live your life to the fullest. God means for you to have that now.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to wait till you get to heaven to enjoy what God has for you. You can do that right now. And you be encouraged and stay on that. If you ever need anything and there's anything that Danny or I have, it's yours. And I just want
Thank
you to know that.
you.
And I truly mean that. And you're always in my prayers. I love you, and there's
I
nothing you
love you
can do.
too.
I
I
truly
love you
do.
too.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Liz Turner, and her play Sister in Law from Hell premieres January the 7th, right? In
Yes.
Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And we're so excited about that. Like I said, you guys, I'm going to go back later on and I'm going to put the link for the event page. I think you can purchase through Eventbrite, through Facebook, I think, right?
It's the box office. They have their own
Well,
website.
well,
Ticket
that.
something.
But I'll put the link in the comments so you guys can either come back to this broadcast after it's over and give me about an hour because I gotta wait for Danny to Yeah, the producer part. I just sit here and take up air. But if you scroll down through my page, I already have the link on my page.
Yeah.
So
And thank you for doing that. I woke
uh,
up this morning and I was like almost in tears,
I
with
had
the
I've been
reel that
I've
I saw.
been I've been meaning to reach out to you for now, but I wanted to make sure that I got you in the moment you wouldn't tell me no. So I had to wait because I know there's some days that people make you want to. She be clapping like,
Whew.
and she be like, I got time today if you want some of this.
Yeah, I sure do.
So,
Yes, I do.
so I'll be like, let me wait because she in that clap back mode.
Oh my goodness.
She makes
You
me
noticed
laugh.
that,
Like,
huh?
yeah, she like, I got time today if you want to play.
Hmm. I
So,
sure do. I
and
make
ain't
time.
nothing wrong with that. Some people you have to set straight.
Mm-mm.
And I believe
Yeah.
don't lie about it. Be truthful. You just stepped all over a boundary. You had no business coming in here. And since you
Hmm.
are here, let me put you in your correct perspective
Exactly. This is what we finna do.
place.
What we
So
not
yeah.
gonna do.
So now next time you come, you know how to come. So
Exactly.
so I appreciate you. I am truly excited to see this. And you said that you're going to record this too. So that means that they'll be able to purchase the
Yes.
DVD later on then.
Right. My husband, I gotta put that out there. He, when I started doing all this back in 2011, well, he retired from the military, Navy, 20 years, 5 days. So, he decided, okay, my wife is doing these plays and stuff. Let me think about and see what I can do where I can fit in to help her. So he
That's
went to
awesome.
Full Sail and got a degree in digital cinematography.
See,
So,
this is being evenly yoked, by the way. I kind of talked about that when you get a person, when a man that finds it a good thing, you see that because she pushes him, she helped him excel
mhm,
and achieve his purpose. He reciprocates. And this is how
mhm,
you don't lose your individuality, even though
mhm,
you become one. This is
mhm.
what evenly yoked looks like, you guys. This
Exactly.
right here. So he's a Danny because Danny does that for me.
Exactly.
So I
Right.
appreciate you. All right, guys,
Yep.
I gotta wrap it up because if I go too long, Roku gives me grief. So, guys, once again, this is Liz Goins Turner's, and she has her play dropping January the 7th. The sister-in-law from hell. Y'all all know somebody in your family. We can preach on that. Make sure you check her out. Follow her on Facebook. Stay tuned for upcoming events. If you're in the North Carolina area, she has her call for. She's looking for 2 actors, actresses. So
Mhm.
follow her page so you can find out about that if that is you. And I want to thank all of
Right.
you for tuning in once again to I've Got Favor, where it is your time to shine. I want to thank you all again. Make sure you follow and like our page. Check us out on YouTube and Roku. You guys be blessed. Liz, don't go nowhere. Hang around. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Good night. We thank you for tuning in to I've Got Favor, where it's your time to shine with Prophetess T.